Hello, and welcome to another one of my recordings. A recording where I'm in the moment, I've got nothing on my mind, I just feel I need to really do a recording. So, today's topic, I don't know, it's just going to flow, like always, really. I suppose I've been seeing the world differently recently. This whole world is filled with many interesting things and people. The people that I meet and come in contact with, they're very different, all of them. Obviously, everyone is different, even myself. And that's something that some people find it hard to understand about, is that really I am different. Different than anyone I have met before. There's not many people that I've met who are like me, because I'm unique. I'm different. I'm unique like myself, different like everybody else. And the same goes for you. You are different in your own way. Everything that you do, down to your daily job, to your routine, to your likes, to your hates, to everything, your prospects, everything, your goals, even your past, your future, your present, and even your past lives and all that other stuff. That really, our whole world is filled up with an amazing polarity of balance, imbalance, and hurdles, the way we are supposed to really conquer everything. Things I've seen and viewed upon recently is that really this world that we live in is a very unique one. And it's unique because it's one of its kind. Planet Earth is an amazing opportunity to know more about yourself. Planet Earth is a place where you can really feel the need to be in touch with yourself and nature and people, and much, much more. There's many opportunities in the planet Earth and around. I'm calling it planet Earth because that's where we are, in relation to the universe and the other universes where we can have many incarnations, there's many different souls, many different experiences that we can go through. So really, I don't want to sound too much here, but if you cannot get hold of and cope with this reality that you live in right now, planet Earth, you know, your path and everything that you're doing now, how can you cope with the other higher dimensions that await us? That really, this may seem very physical. We get hurt many times, we go through hardship, we go through loss, we lose people through death, we see horrific accidents, you know, and we see war, we see famine, and all these other things that we see. And it isn't until you reach a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of being, vibratory being, that you start to see life as it truly is. One thing that I've been opened up on recently is my diet, my health again, and I thank an amazing guy, teacher, who's been he doesn't call himself a teacher, but he is, because he has been teaching, who's really been showing me the ways of really, you know, raw food, fruitarianism, and much more, and it's opened up my eyes a lot. And I've been feeling my diet change over the years anyway. So basically, it wasn't until I think 5 or 6 years ago when I first moved to Somerset to build up the retreat. I started meditating a lot more, mixing in a lot of development circles. If anyone you know Bill Harrison, I was in his development circle for a little while, and a few other circles, and I started to climb in consciousness. I know I did. It wasn't just meditation, it was philosophy, it was practice, it was meditation in practice. It wasn't just sitting down meditating, because it was also. I did that for about 2 or 3 years non-stop. I didn't miss a day out. And each time I meditated, it was about an hour long. And sometimes I fell asleep, sometimes I didn't. Most times I was very conscious, and I had lots of stuff come through. Then there came a point in my life where I just didn't feel I needed to meditate anymore, because I was meditating and nothing was happening. You know, I wasn't seeing guides, I wasn't on a journey, I was never on a journey. The meditation that I did was basically a reflection of the day, and I learned that really the meditation that I did was breathing, deep breathing, sitting upright. Okay, I go right back to the past now. My very first meditation experience was intuition. Was basically, I was 15 at the time. I'd just come home from work from Sainsbury's in Reading at the time, and I don't know what I was doing. I knew a bit about paganism, because I had a few friends that were very much into paganism at the time. So they said about meditation, but I never read up on it, never read up on anything. Read a few books on paganism, about the practice of calling the quarters. So I was led intuitively. I sat down in my bedroom. I had this very amazing music called Stargazing by Dan Gibson, amazing album, and it was from my dad because he was much into meditating, but he never really listened to much music, I don't think. So I put that on, and I got a gold candle and a silver candle because that's what we used in the pagan practices that we did, but we never meditated. Got the silver and gold candle. I had a little bit of water and some incense that I actually stole from my dad's packet. He had a packet of incense. Lit the candles. Sat up upright. Knelt down. I was like this for about half an hour, and I just breathed in and breathed out. No one taught me how to do this. It just came naturally. And after about half an hour, I was vibrating all over my body. Basically, what was happening is my light body, my energetic body, was getting higher in consciousness, so I was reaching a higher state of being in myself, and had my first, I'll say my second conscious out-body experience with that. And so what happened was my consciousness was heightening up. My whole body was physically, well, it felt like it was physically vibrating. I couldn't even move properly, and that was like a real spiritual awakening for me. And so that was back in Reading, and then I moved here when I was about 18 in Somerset at the retreat to build it up. This roundhouse wasn't here at the time that I'm sat in, and in that time when I was building the roundhouse, I was on many workshops, journeys, and I remember breaking a lot of electrical equipment because my consciousness was getting higher. I was interfering with light bulbs, signals, radio waves. I I actually blew up a CD player that, stereo system that my mum bought me for my birthday, 2006 it was, 2005, I think it was 2005, and yeah, I was playing around with it, had it on for about an hour, and it just blew up, you know, like it was brand new. Either it was just a fluke or what, but that same week, I was at work, and so I can't remember what it was. It was this compressor that compresses cardboard. That totally went. Loads of other things happened. My computer crashed. Just didn't work. All these electrical things just, were going haywire around me. My car had it in the end. Just stopped working. And I didn't know what was going on at the time until another teacher was telling me that it's your consciousness heightening. You need to be out in nature. So I started going out in nature and going for some walks near the beach. And it wasn't until a couple of years later, or a year and a half later I think it was, that I remember my mum gave me a big plate of food. It was a small plate. It had a few sausages, bacon, and cooked vegetables. And I was cutting into the sausages and putting them in my mouth. And first bite, I just couldn't eat it. Couldn't even put it near my mouth. Didn't know what was going on. And so with that, I said to my mum, I just don't want to eat meat anymore. And it's like just like that. And she thought I was copying a friend who was vegetarian. And I was like, no, not at all. She didn't understand. And it was basically my intuition, my gut feeling. Literally, my gut feeling was telling me, don't touch meat. So I went off meat, went on it again. It made me really depressed, really low. My thoughts were really stagnant, negative. I feel like I had a black cloud over me. My shoulders were way down. Went off meat, I was fine, much lighter. And I still ate fish for a while, so I was an aquatarian for some time. It wasn't until last year that I was working at an ashram, Shikan ashram in Glastonbury. I was there, did a week, intense week of like karma yoga, which is love in action. So you're doing work at the ashram, and you're just doing it in service. And they were doing this. It was just raw food. Well, it was just vegan food at the time. And I was a huge chocolate addict. I would have like a big bar at Galaxy that size every night, pretty much every night. Not every night, but almost every night. I used to eat the whole thing, and I was addicted. I was addicted to chocolate. You know, I couldn't go my whole day without having that bar. Just couldn't. And it wasn't to the point where girlfriend at the time, she said, why are you eating all this stuff for? You don't need it. You just have half the bar. I was like, no, I need to eat it all. And it wasn't until then I knew I was addicted to it. So it wasn't until the beginning of this year, 2011, February, met a guy. His name at the time was Jericho Sunfire. He had been a fruitarian for about 12 years, I think it was. And I caught the end of this talk that he was doing. I didn't quite understand what he was talking about, because he was talking about liquidarianism and breatharianism, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'm not really into that, but you know, I'll listen anyway. And I heard the very last 10 minutes of the talk, and so I went home, researched his name, and found a few of these YouTube clips and listened to them, and wasn't that keen because I didn't quite understand what the message was, I don't think, at the time. And it wasn't until I saw a suggested link, you know, when you click on a YouTube link and it says like has the video, and then to the right it has like other related links. So pressed one of them, and I think it was about juicing. And it's this old guy who had cancer when he was about 50, and the doctor told him to just go on juice diet and it will cure his cancer. So looked into juicing, and I thought, wow, okay, this is probably what it is. And at that exact same time, I love cooking food, love cooking, really loved it. Loved getting all the spices, the herbs. And I made 2 big batches of lasagna, and remember after taking about 2 or 3 hours cooking, it seems ridiculous now, but 2 or 3 hours making this lasagna, and then having a mountain on my plate. Remember scoffing into it, oh, this is nice, and then quarter way through, I was just like, I just can't eat anymore. I just don't know what it was. Just didn't have the energy to eat it. Just didn't have the energy. I had some other stuff, and it was just like, just can't eat it. Don't know what was wrong with me. The chocolate was still okay because I was addicted, basically. But I still didn't feel right. I started to feel really headachy with it. So what was happening was my consciousness was heightening again. I think it was about, you know, everything about non-attachment and everything. So it's like. So yeah, I got my juicer in the post. Brought a juicer from eBay, got it in the post, and went straight down the shop and got loads of fruit and just veg, and was just juicing it all, and it was just heaven. I was just, where has this been all my life? All these oranges I was juicing, apples, and you know, it was just so nice, and never looked at cooked food again. Until one time, actually, I was at work, and my colleague was prodding me, saying, come up to the canteen for some food. So I thought, oh no, I don't. I was like, well, okay, why not? Let's see how this is going to affect me. So I can't remember when it was. I think it was about a few weeks after I was juicing, I think it was, and I knew intuitively my body just didn't want to have any cooked food anymore. So I was at the canteen. I think I had like I think a scrambled egg and some bread, no meat, just some fried vegetarian fry up. I ate the whole lot, and I regretted it, really did. I couldn't really taste much, and digesting it felt like some sort of toxic waste going into me. And for about the next 4 hours, I felt really low. I was agitated. I felt like I had men's PMT or something. I was just, everyone around me was just talking to me, and I was just didn't want to see him, just didn't want to talk to him, nothing. So I thought, right, I really can't touch this cooked food anymore. So yeah, I did a lot of research, and mainly a lot about fruitarianism, and then there's a few courses here, a few workshops at the retreat that I joined in. They gave me a lot of clarity in myself and what I was feeling and what I was going through. So now I'm, you know, mostly raw and really enjoying it, and it's made me feel so much better. A lot of people who haven't seen me in a while think I've lost a lot of weight, and I probably have looked like I've lost weight, but what I've learned is that it's the appearance of the weight. My body's getting rid of all the toxic waste that's been in there for ages, you know. Just walking around diseased, really. So what else I learned as well was that really fitness plays an important part. I've always loved fitness, I've always done it, I've always been active, and I've always really pushed myself as well, especially on martial arts. I did martial arts when I was about 13, 14 till I was about 16, 17 years old, and I did a different one each day for about 2 years. I did kickboxing, taekwondo, kung fu, karate, capoeira, ninjutsu, jiu-jitsu, did a bit of kempo for a while, and aikido, not too much though, and a bit of judo, and just did a different one each week, each day of the week. And I loved it. I never graded because I just didn't feel I wanted to. I thought, what's the point of grading when I've got this experience of doing martial arts? And I don't know where I was going, but intuitively inside of me, subconsciously somewhere, was saying I don't need to grade. I really don't. But at that time I learned loads of stuff. I was physically fit. I was really fit. I could do like 120 push-ups, no problem. Sit-ups, just endless, you know, everything like that. And it's like, looking back then, every time I did a workout, I was craving something juicy. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. I think what I had actually was a carton of orange juice. My mum used to buy me, by the house at the time in Reading, cartons of orange juice. And that was just like, oh, just so nice, just this orange juice, just carton stuff. But it affected me, bringing me back bad acne for years. And intuitively, I think it was about age, 16 or something at the time, that I learned not to drink orange juice anymore, cartons juice, because it affected me. And I soon tapped in at that time. That was my first part of my awakening, was about that age, 15, 16 years old, and tapping into why I was getting bad acne. So a lot of my school years, I had really bad acne, really bad spots, and I had no idea why. And I blamed it on the orange juice, oranges, and it wasn't about that at all. It was about it being processed. And so it wasn't until the beginning of this year I had my first orange in, wow, it's been a long time, probably 10 years, almost 10 years. Yeah, 9 or 10 years I had my first orange in ages. And I have more oranges now than I ever have done. And I've been having a lot more fruit. Daily I have a lot of grapes, bananas, apples, red skin peanuts. I did have pumpkin seeds, but they were affecting me real big time. Don't have greens because they affect me. They just pass straight through me. Beetroot as well, that's one of the worst. What I mainly dislike is what I have is mangoes, watermelon, lots of different melons, apples, blackberries sometimes, cranberries. Just change the complexity of it all. A lot of apples, pears as well, and it's just like, just love it, and it's just fresh all the time, and I don't feel low anymore. Don't ever feel low. There's times, very rarely, but I can't remember now because I've forgotten what it's like. Back in the past, months and months ago, if I had something that had dairy or animal products in it, I would just be feeling rough all day. And it'll take me a long while. I feel like I'm agitated. So now what I do is I just stick to the raw. And physically I'm feeling much better. I'm more positive. Not that I wasn't before, but even more positive. I'm able to let go of feelings, emotions, attachments, losses as well. I understand the bigger picture now, spiritually, energetically. That really when someone dies, or we split up with someone, or we have heartbreak, it really isn't heartbreak. It's their energy. Okay, so I've got an apple here and a banana. Not very good analogies, but just to say these are two people, okay, and male and female, and they come together, okay, and each person has an aura, an energy, okay. They all have that aura energy. And when they come together, they have a huge energy, right? So when they split apart, they're left with their own energy again, and they know there's a part they're missing. They feel there's a part they're missing, but really, it's in the other person. It's in the other person. So basically, each person has a bit of their energy. So when they split up and they don't see each other for a long time, they're crying because they're missing part of their energy, and they also have the other person's energy, a lot of it. So what I've learned in energetic terms is really to let go fully. It's really to let go. Give your energy back what was theirs, and vice versa. totally disconnect. And you understand the bigger picture, that really, when you come into someone's life, personally, in a relationship, intimately, everything, that you see what they're like. You see some similarities in yourself, and that's why you meet each other. That's why you meet people, and it may be for a short time, but you have their love forever, because they've taught you things that you couldn't teach yourself, or nobody else could teach yourself. And if the relationship ended nicely, then that's fine. Sometimes I have bad experiences, but what I've seen now is that really I've got to love myself more. And it can't sound big-headed or anything than that, but really it's about non-attachment. It's about knowing that you are more important than anyone else. And how far-fetched that sounds or whatever, it basically means that you've got to look after yourself. You're the person that you're going to have forever. You're going to have yourself forever. You're going to love yourself forever. And you're always going to have yourself. You're never going to lose yourself. You're never going to have disbelief in yourself. You're never going to be let down by yourself unless you let yourself down. So if you remember those aspects in yourself, that really you are strong. You're so grounded that you know who you are. You know your path. So when something bad happens in your life, yes, you release. You get really upset, but then you let go. You fully let go. That really made myself of really where I've come from. And even this raw diet as well has played a huge emotion on me, because I was always already prepared that when something bad happened, it's not bad at all, but when something, say heartbreaking or anything, it really wasn't heartbreaking. But, filling your gut with raw food, living food, rather than junk that processed, man-made stuff. You're blocking the natural process of healing in yourself. That's why people come to eat. It's all because of the taste. They consume their bodies with products that really they like from here. It's their mind for the taste, comfort eating, because it's comfortable. It's comfort eating, and they don't think about their whole self. They don't only think about here, their mouth. They think about their taste buds and their mouth. They don't think about their whole physicality. Because really, for loss and say heartbreak, it's not just here that is hurt. It's your whole energetic system. For me, it felt like it was everywhere. First of all, and it took me probably a couple of weeks to really disconnect from that. And also another thing that I've been doing, something called the salt water flush. It's 2 litre bottle of water, which is 2 litres, and you have 1 heaped tablespoon of sea salt, preferably Himalayan pink salt. And I did that for about pretty much every weekend. Like 1 day every weekend, and I was just getting rid of loads of stuff in me. So when you go through loss and everything, you really release that emotion out so much quicker. You really detach. So in myself as well, it's been in the raw food, or the fruitarianism as well, raw veganism, whatever you want to call it. Because I'll say raw veganism because people understand where I'm coming from. It's just raw. It's just food. It's the real food. It's fast food. You've heard of fast food. This is the real fast food. You just pick it up and you eat it straight away. Now, to me, fast food is the real fast food that people call it, from KFCs, from McDonald's. It's not fast. You have to wait in queue. You have to wait in line. You have to sit at a table. You have to put a knife and fork if you need it. You have to get the ketchup ready, the mustard, whatever you use. You just slap it on, and then then you get digestion, and then next day it's all gone out the toilet. And that's not fast food to me, that's slow food, you know. And it's also called slow food to me because really, you know, food kills you. It does. It's a slow process, and I've seen that. And you know, this new awareness I've been opened up to consciously about the way people eat. And just walking around town and you just looking at these people with all these. They look so dead. How do they look so dead? I don't understand it. People are looking so down. There's one lady I saw today. I was in Asda by my local shop, and she had 2 kids with her, but she just looked dead. She was overweight. She had huge dark circles under her eyes. She wasn't vibrant. She looked stressed. And I saw what she had in her trolley, and it was just, none of it looked nice to me. It was all chocolate, frozen stuff. It was milk, dairy. It was a few sausages, lots of kids' food. And really, it's not. We're not judging. I'm not judging, because really, those people don't really understand that where we come from. We've been conditioned so much in life that really we understand what food is. We think food is just food that we put in our mouth. You know, fries. We have fries. You know, chips and hamburgers. Where I can't remember pizza and. I don't even eat this stuff anymore. I can't even remember all the stuff people have. Ice cream. What I used to have, like nuggets and onion rings and just processed stuff, you know. And I know now intuitively that when I eat that stuff, I haven't eaten it for months, but I know a while back when I did try it a bit, and it just couldn't taste anything. It just tasted dead. This is also why a lot of people are addicted to crisps, because all this flavourings on it. You know, the potato is dead. The seasoning is half alive. That's what gets you addicted. You think it's nice, but it's not. You think it's nice. And I was having crisps a while back, and I was addicted. Really was. I was having them, and just couldn't get away from them. And I knew it was bad. I was having all these different flavours. I was like, okay, I really need to get rid of this stuff now. Don't need this stuff. And it just started making me feel ill, making me feel headachy, low and depressed. So I'm real grateful now that I'm following myself, following my intuition, and that what my path has opened up for me is truth in myself. I don't need to share this with anyone else. I'm just making this video just to channel stuff for me, really. And I think it's such a waste of me sitting here, because I do this a lot. I sit down. Sometimes I don't have my video camera with me. I just sit down, chat to myself like this, just talk in my own head, and I get all this information come through, and I'm thinking, really, this isn't just for me, this is for the universe, this is for YouTube, it's for people sharing. And no matter if you're going to press this like button or the like button, I don't really care. I really don't care. What matters is that you just listen to your own intuition, your truth, where you're going. Don't listen to anyone else. You listen to yourself. You follow your heart. You follow what you enjoy doing. The main thing is, what I've learned over the years, is get motivated. Do things now. Like when I built this roundhouse, I don't know if many of you people have seen this place, but I look at it now and think, wish I did better. There's some bits I wish I did differently, but really, this is my first thing I built, and I look at it sometimes and think, wow, I built this all by myself, with help from upstairs or downstairs, wherever the people, the spirit are around us. Every time I built something, when I'm building this, it took me May, June, July, August. It took me 5 months to build, 5-6 months to build. And each time I was out in the garden, I just cracked through it. There wasn't one day when I thought, oh, not today. I did have times of thinking, oh, I really don't want to do this right now. But I thought, if I don't do it now, it's not going to get done. I just need to get it done. And that's what I'm like in life. I get things done. I just get the work done. Just do it. There is no tomorrow. I was in the gym a while back and pumping weights and everything. And I think before going through detoxification symptoms, because I was just feeling tired. And I was in there for about 45 minutes, or half an hour. I was thinking, I really can't push anymore. No, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. I just sat down like this, thinking, oh, I'm going to go home in a minute. Go have a shower and then go home. I'm thinking, no, there is no tomorrow. There's now. And there is tomorrow, but I'll be saying the same thing tomorrow. Just do it now. Do it out of the way. It's done then. You can relax. You can get on with your day, relax yourself, and do what you want to do. Really, just do the work, you know. Do the workout. Be active. It's so easy just to sit down and do nothing. For me, it's not anymore. I can't sit down for too long. I can sit down for half an hour relaxing, but then I want to do something because I'm that type of person. I'm active. I'm motivated. I'm self-motivated. I'm inspired by myself, by the things that I've done, my philosophy that I've learned over the years, and really, I've now come to realise that my body has a consciousness as well. It's not just my mind. My mind isn't just up here. My body is almost separate, and I've got to live with it. I've got to communicate with it. So what you see here is a physicality of this dimension, this planet, that really I'm just accessing. I am communicating. This is my medium. I am the consciousness, and this body is my medium for me to facilitate my well-being. So mind, body, and spirit. Your mind, there is no mind. There's consciousness, body, and spirit. There is no mind. Because emotion is not just your mind. Your mind is addiction. Your mind is routine. It's part of your brain. Consciousness is when you're conscious, when you're aware. What I do, every time I walk into a room, I go in there with open eyes. I live in the moment. I understand where I am. I know where everything is in that room. Well, at least 50% or 20%. If it's very new to me, I would know where to go. I would. Very rarely I get lost. I always remember my way because I'm aware. Another thing that I've channeled or had an awakening to recently is intellect and consciousness. They're both the same. In fact, there is no intellect. There is no intelligent being. There is only awareness. And the more awareness you have in this moment, the more aware you are in a situation, the more intelligent you are, because you're taking things in. You are aware in every situation that you are. Thus, you are able to consciously program and be at one with the situation every time. So the reason why a person is so good at something is because they give their full attention, their full awareness to that situation. The reason why some people are really good at, say, carpentry or artist, being an artist, is because they're focusing on purely being good, purely and doing every tiny little bit of that paintbrush in the moment. They don't think about anything else. They think about being precisely in the moment of where they are. I painted a painting a while back, just over there. I'm not going to show you it, but I was excited to do it. I didn't know what I was going to paint, but I just went along with it, and every square millimetre I made it perfect for that time. I made it perfect, being in the moment, being fully aware in that situation. Like right now, I'm in a room where I can hear the music going. I can hear some birds outside. I can hear the energy in the room crackling. I can see this camera that I'm speaking into right now. I can hear this wooden banger I'm playing with. I can see the incense flowing up behind the camera. I can see the light coming in from the windows. I can feel the temperature in the room. I can feel my right foot just stopping up and down. I'm just going to a beat or something. Maybe it's because it's this energy channeling through me. I don't know what it is. I can hear myself speaking. I can feel my heart racing, feel my pulse. I can feel the blood going through my veins. Also in the room, I can see everything around me. I can see chairs. I can see the fireplace. I can see the ceiling, the floor. I can see everything. And even bits of just stray bits of incense smoke just floating off differently. The more aware you are, the more aware you are in a situation. Don't let your consciousness fall back into the past, or the past and the present. There is only now. And we've heard this before, the power of now. The power of now is such amazing. Because really, right now, what are you listening to? Where are you? Where are you right now? Don't even think about the relation to where you are. You are just in the now. I'm not just in the roundhouse in Somerset, in England. I'm in another phase of time, because really, I wasn't here yesterday. I wasn't here in this room yesterday at this exact time. So how can I be in this exact room all the time? I'm in this exact moment. I quite amaze myself sometimes where I know I'm in such the moment that I forget what's happened. Not like I've got a bad memory. I've just totally disconnected from it. The power of detachment is such amazing. Like, there's a guy who drove into a lamppost at work in the car park. It was early shift. It was 6 o'clock start, and I think I was there about 5:45 or 10 to 6. And he parked up beside me, and I thought, oh, what's that noise? And I knew it was coming from his front bonnet. I looked at it. I thought, oh my god, that's bad. The guy was really upset, angry. And he looked at me and said, oh, just drove into the lamppost. Thinking, how did he not see the lamppost? It's complete pitch black, but yet there's this tall post with a big light on the top. I don't know how he didn't see it. It was pretty much lighting up the whole lamppost. But I was thinking, God, I tell these guys at work, it's just gossip, isn't it? Got into work and I just totally forgot about it. And the only way I remembered that story is because on the way back home, I saw the car again, his car. Thinking, oh, yeah, that's that guy went into lamppost, and thinking, how did I forget about that? You know, I didn't see him do it, but he just, that situation. So, you know, I find it, lots of things I'm finding strange at the moment with people and situations. They walk past you and go, alright? And they almost want you to say back and go, yes or no. And that, you know, when you get that 5 times a day, it's kind of a bit boring and draining after a while, because it's like almost question yourself, thinking, am I okay? Always people are going past me going, you right? You know, just general like hi. Well, they could have just said hi or hello, or just give me a smile. That would be the best way. Just give me a smile or a nod. You know, but people go past me all the time now at work and everywhere else, and they go, right? It's like they've got nothing else to say, and I don't want them to say anything else. Just I don't know what's the word, but yeah, so really with this whole diet, with fitness, my awareness and my path opening up even more now, that I've really seen the world differently. And what I've come to realise as well, not realise but understand and know, that I'm home wherever I go. It does not matter where I am, I feel at home. As long as I've got a bit of food, raw food, and my music, just something to do, just something to keep me busy, I'm fine. I don't need to be anywhere else. At the moment I'm renting a room out in Yeovil, because it's closest to work. And I haven't missed being at the retreat. I haven't missed it. And I haven't missed the room. And I haven't missed anywhere else I've lived before. Because I've always got myself, I've always got my own home. My home is here, physically. Because I'm a consciousness, right? And a consciousness lives in a physical body. It doesn't live in a house. Because if a consciousness lived in a house, then it wouldn't need a physical body. I can be home anywhere, as long as my physical body is happy. If it's fed, if it's busy, if it's the right temperature, if it's got a place to wash, go to the toilet. There's a lot of places in public that you can do that. Go to the toilet, have something to eat. I'll just be happy just living in a van if it's the right temperature. Living out in nature, I'll just be happy. As long as I've got some music, some good friends. That's all I need. And with the end of that, it's always about money, isn't it? Everything in life at the moment is about money. And I'm wealthy. I'm very wealthy. Because I've got enough money for me to survive on, to do the things that I want to do. The things that I want to do is just go for walks, listen to music, keep fit, answer emails and keep the retreat going. And if I've got enough money to do that, I'm happy. I don't want to be rich, but I am wealthy. And same with you. If you think that you want more money just to satisfy yourself, then you really need to look in yourself to see what life needs to be satisfying for you. Life is truly amazing, and if it's not for you, then you need to look at your life differently. So with that in mind, you're perfect like yourself, different like everybody else. Never forget that you are always loved by yourself always. If you don't understand it now, you will do.